Hey everyone, this is the Moonlight Priestess. If you're not new, welcome back to my channel. And if you are, then welcome one, welcome all. So, let's just get into the reading today, the messages I have for the Infernal Collective that are watching my page. Those of you who resonate with the darker energies and entities, like Santa Muerte, like Lucifer, or Sekhmet. And yeah, let's just, dive right in. So, your spirit guides, they want to let you know, the collective know that you don't have to have all the answers right away, that you don't need to have everything figured out right away. Um, they say that the answers are coming in due time, and that as long as you keep, showing up as your authentic self, the road, the path to illumination, the road to victory, the road to prosperity, it will reveal itself to you in due time. Because the cards I have here: confidence is your key to success, prosperity lies ahead, and the answers you need are coming from my Moonology deck. There's this energy of wanting to move forward, like this energy, just wanting to charge ahead like the bull, the sign that represents Taurus, new moon in Taurus. You want to charge ahead to your newest destination, your newest goal, newest career, whichever the case. You've been wanting to succeed in that goal because you've been developing the confidence, you've been developing your craft, your skill set, trying to, further, trying to like further, dispel any self-doubt that you may have in your abilities. You are, more willing to express yourself, more willing to try new ideas that you haven't tried before. But there's this bit of uncertainty with the full moon in Gemini in reverse. The answers you need are coming from my Moonology deck. You feel stuck because you still don't, you feel like you still don't have all the answers. You still don't feel like you have like the entire plan figured out. So this creates some sort of analysis paralysis, where you overly ruminate on what's your next step in order to move forward in your path, in your journey. But spirit doesn't want you to keep ruminating on, on certain answers that you don't have right now. Maybe some of you are just overly worried about the future. It's like, oh, what if this like new career path that I'm trying to do, like I'm trying to get into, what if it doesn't work out? What if I, spend too much time or money, or invest, way too much time and money into this new endeavor, and everything does, and it doesn't work out, or it's not meant for me. Spirit wants you to stop ruminating on that and just, continue to build more self-confidence and more self-trust, to lean in more into your intuition, to where you can, find this path forward, to find the path to prosperity. It will reveal itself to you when you believe in yourself more. Let's get some more messages from Spirit. Oh, from the infernal spirits. Okay, got a sideways card. Okay, got Harpy. A creature of many guises, in storms I soar, amid virtues and vices, a reflection of life's score. Okay, many guises. Yeah, some of you may have had to, some of you may have had to like do like a lot of soul searching. Some of you may have to like put on like, I'm hearing many masks, many hats, attempting to fit in. Some of you are trying to find like the perfect fit. Are thank you, random notification. Trying to find a perfect fit. Exploring multiple paths, finding what is more aligned and more reflected, finding a path that's more a reflection of your soul's purpose your or your soul's soul's purpose. We can just use that word. Some of the words escape me right now. Okay. Yes. Yeah, we have Cursed Castle at the bottom of the deck. A tower of shadows, crumbling stone. Once a golden cage that now shines no more. Yeah, some of you feel like you're outgrowing. Some of you feel like you're outgrowing a place, outgrowing a place, outgrowing a mindset, outgrowing a person. That's why you're feeling like this like stuck, stagnant energy right now. Some of you may have, felt that was like it's time for a change because things haven't been moving forward the way you wanted it to. You see the environment that you're in and you feel like you've outgrown it and it's no longer the right fit anymore. You feel like the place is, too small or too, what's the word I'm looking for? Almost like suffocating, like almost a suffocating air of being like stuck in a place that sort of forces you to either dim yourself or forces you to like put on these many hats, like fragmenting yourself and putting on a different face for different people. Like the person you show up as at work is a completely different person than how you show up with your friends or your family. That's what I'm getting for those cards. What other messages? What other messages for the collective? A moment's joy, sand through the hourglass, yet time could stand still. A moment lasts forever in the bliss of heart's will. Okay, some of you may have, some of you, it may have been a long time since you felt like true happiness, like true joy or happiness, that you were surrounded by people or, an environment that lifts you up. Because with the Divine Doors deck, you see how these doors, like it's a white corridor, this bright, very uplifting looking corridor, like very light at the end of the tunnel type of aesthetic over here. Some of you may have been, going through this period of just bleakness, because in the Harpy card, she's actually crying, like her makeup is running. If you can see that in the Harpy card. Some of you may have been, feeling very disappointed or angry. um, being in this, suffocating space, and having to just fragment yourself, almost putting on these different hats, and playing a role of, the dutiful child, or the overly helpful coworker, or something of that nature. And a lot of you just wish that you could, have a moment's peace to yourself, to have a moment's joy where you're not worrying or stressing over anything. And that worry and stress is due to, feeling like you don't have everything figured out right now. Okay. So how can we ease the stress? Which deck am I being called to? How to ease the stress of the Infernal Collective. Okay. How can they ease their stress? How can they find the answers they're looking for? Oh. Balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Okay. Interesting. So some of you may be called to go back into your spirituality, being called to deepen your spirituality, and take actionable steps to make your manifestations come true, or your wishes come true. Some of you may be called to, building an altar, if you're, practicing witches, or, being called to deities to make an altar. Some of you may be called to doing more either spell work, like candle magic, or, doing more energy cleansings for yourself, cleansing your home of stagnant energies, of past energies that are not aligned to your present. Pisces. Spirituality and practicality. Some of you may be called to the water. Perhaps you may be very interested in Oshun / Yamaya. If you're like into deity worship, or creating an altar. Balance spirituality and practicality. Through your spirituality, through talking to your guides, you'll find the guidance that you need. And the answers that you've been looking for by further diving deeper into your spirituality. What do we have at the bottom of the deck? You're very close to achieving your goal. Yeah, some of you feel like the goals that you have are far away, with the bottom of the deck being in reverse. You're very close to achieving your goal. So in order for you to, get out of this stuck energy, definitely leaning into your spirituality, showing up as your authentic self, with not only yourself but your spirit guides, you can find the answers that you're looking for in order to complete a goal, to go after a goal, because you have the potential to be very successful in whatever task that you are trying to set your mind on. But the only setback is not feeling like you have all the answers. What else for the collective? Any other messages for the collective? Any closing messages? Closing messages for the collective. Oh. Avoidance in reverse. In the dance of shadows, I conceal and evade. Fear's veil keeps me distant in the dark's cool shade. Avoidance. But it's in reverse. Okay. So it seems that you're very willing to confront your hidden shadows. You're very... What's the word I'm looking for? Like, you're very confident. You're confident enough in yourself to do your shadow work and look into deeper hidden blockages that keep you from finding the answers that you seek. That whatever it is that may be blocking your path, that you'll be able to spot and you'll be able to find. That you're not afraid of doing the harder work, a difficult task, in order to complete this goal. I'm here when I see this card of avoidance. I'm hearing the phrase that you're done running from yourself. You're done running from yourself. In the dance of shadows, I conceal and evade. Fear's veil keeps me distant in the dark's cool shade. Yeah, there's this letting go of fear. Letting go of fear. I'm hearing Dark Night of the Soul. Some of you may be very interested in Carl Jung's in Jungian psychology. Some of you may be very interested in alchemy. Some of you may be interested in alchemy, since this card is all black. It reminds me of the Negredo phase. Some of you may feel like you're in the Negredo phase of your alchemical, your psycho-spiritual alchemical transformation. But yeah, it's just this mental fog dissipating and finding illumination within your shadow. Finding what hides, so the answers that you need will come through in due time. All right. Well, that's all the messages I'm getting from my decks. And I feel like this video has run on long enough, so I'm going to stop this here. And if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to, like, share, subscribe, and comment, all that jazz. And I will see you all next time, all right? Bye.